Crazy Mike, CrazyMikesapps.com, with an iPad app review for Pinball Arcade Free by FarSight Studios. This application is in the games category, is iOS Universal, working on the iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPad, all for free. There's also a paid version called Pinball Arcade, currently selling for only 99 cents. Alright, let's check out this iPad game, which features 4 awesomely replicated classic pinball games where you'll get a taste of the gameplay before being required to purchase the full version. There are excellent attention to details in these games. Let's jump into it. I've currently purchased the Arabian Nights pinball game, so we're going to start there. Tap on the big Start button and you're going to get Open Sesame, and you have some things you can do, but we're going to go ahead and jump into the gameplay. I have it set to 1 player. I'm not going to pick up the device even though I could. Currently I have the option to nudge, and nudge, let's turn that up just a bit. Nudge is close to tilt but not quite. It does move the ball, but I'm not going to show you that right now. I'm just going to show you the regular gameplay. The flippers are the most real that I've found in any iPad pinball game, the way they work. The details of the game board themselves are replicated from the actual games by these pinball makers. So the object is obviously to score as many points as you can and complete the objectives of the game itself. And they give you that in the intro screen. Now you can play this in both portrait and landscape mode, but once you start the game you can't switch modes. So if you start in portrait, that's what you play in. If you start in landscape, that's what you play in. You can get balls locked into place and ramp up your score. The way it worked for me when I was playing this is that I played to a certain point, and then once I reached a high score, they made me actually purchase the game, which is what I did. It only cost me 99 cents. If you want the whole table, which are all 4 games, it's going to cost you $9.99. At least that's what I saw. A little harder to play not picking it up, but maybe we'll pick it up when we test out the next game I'm going to show you. So I didn't get a free ball, nothing exciting here. Match for a free game. It's just like back in the day when you did play pinball. If you ever played pinball, you could win a free game on matches. I grew up playing pinball, and one of my favorites was Pinball Wizard, so hopefully we'll see that. Now that's one thing they do say, is they say they have a lot of games coming to this application. They name a bunch off in the descriptions, so this is really a nice free game to test these games out, especially if you played any of these back in the arcades. Now, game setup, you can go into here and play up to 4 players, pass and play, back out of there. We can do table menu, and here's where you can actually look at the instructions for the game, Alibaba the Flying Horse. You can go through there and get all that information if you want. The controls are interesting. And you can read those. Where are the options? Okay, the options. So tilt's currently locked, nudge is there, and you can do nudge by shake, have it off, or have touchscreen. I don't think touchscreen's going to work, so I put it to shake, but I didn't use it in this video. We'll head back out of here. We're going to exit the table, and I've already downloaded. That's the one thing too, is you're going to have to download each pinball game before you start. Actually, the Arabian Nights comes downloaded. This one had to be downloaded, and you can play the free version. I haven't paid for this version. I'm not online currently. I'm in airplane mode, but if I wanted Black Hole or Theater of Magic, I would have to actually, when I tap on play the free version, it takes a couple minutes, a minute to download the game itself, the actual pinball game, depending on your connectivity. So we'll go ahead and tap on start, and we can play the free version, and it's going to take us in there. Again, it gives you the background on the game, who made it. Stern made this game. Jump in there, tap on start. You can do some other things. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one up this time, and we're going to pull the lever here. Look at the attention to detail and how crisp it is. Again, it looks really, really nice to me. Keep an eye on the ball and try not to let it go down the drain. I was playing this quite well off camera, having quite a bit of fun actually. They throw a lot of balls at you in this game, as you can see. but then it's Ripley's, believe it or not. So you're trying to knock all the targets down, and it's kind of hard to see. In landscape mode, you can actually see a whole lot better, but you don't have as much of the screen to look at. Now, you will get to a certain point in this game where they're going to tell you need to buy the full version, especially it's the high score. You get to a certain high score that they make you. Also, notice how the camera moves to follow the ball in certain situations, which is also quite a nice feature. And again, this is a cool app for free. I recommend it. Again, you can play this on the iPhone and the iPad. I have not played this on the iPhone. I'm guessing it's not going to be nearly as good as it is on the iPad. That's just my own take on it. I'm going to let this drain down so we can go ahead and exit out of here. I'll tap on the pause sign. You can see leaderboards, all sorts of stuff. Cam type, scrolling, locked, scrolling, cam angle, high, low 3. So there's a variety of settings in here. And from reading the description, it sounds like they're going to really put some other games in here, a lot of different pinball games. They're going to start doing online tournaments, which is where this will really start to rock. If you look at the leaderboards for any of these, you're going to be stunned to see what these people are scoring in there. Way more than Crazy Mike's scoring. Until next time, this has been Crazy Mike from Crazy Mike's Apps saying, see ya.